Hello and welcome, Mehdi here, back with another video for you. Today, instead of doing another tutorial, I thought I'm gonna upload a gameplay footage of Ninja Arashi. I'm playing this for a while, but I started it again, and I thought I'm gonna just do a quick review of it as well. And another reason I'm doing this is because I'm gonna start a new series of videos to show you how to create a platformer game, and the visual style that I'm going for is going to be very similar to this. Not necessarily the theme is going to be similar, but the visual style. So it's going to be silhouette with a parallel background behind it. So let's get started. So I'm using BlueStack on my PC to run this mobile game. It's a mobile game. You can find it on Android. I'm not sure if it's available on iPhone or not, but I mapped the touch screen on or the graphic user interface. I mapped it to my keyboard, so I'm just playing with my keyboard as well. Alright, I mapped the space to this icon, and then just the left and right to my left and right arrow keys, and then the rest of it. So for the first few seconds of it, obviously you're gonna just use the space and just jump over obstacles. Now you're getting your attack, which is the shuriken. If I remember correctly, yeah, I assigned Q to that particular icon. So you got a dash as well, which I think I assigned W to it as well. Let's have a look. Let's get this. You got checkpoints. I need to avoid this as well, so if I hit this, I'm gonna die, so I'm not gonna do that. There's some hidden stuff that I can go through. Collect coins.
Out of my way.
So you can use your dash like that to destroy enemies. Alright, this orb protects you against enemies, but also against these green goos. The visual style of this is amazing. Portal scrolls are used to open a portal to the next map. Some of them are well hidden, so keep your eyes wide open. So obviously it gives you 3. There's a hidden one here. I'm not sure how the critical damage works. I'm pretty sure it's just by chance. But again, the style of it is so nice. Font, everything. Right, let's go to level 2. Very cool. The music, the soundtrack, everything. A former ninja whose son is kidnapped by the devil Orochi. On your way to find him, you will face deadly traps. Learn how they work and try not to get yourself killed. Right, the traps, it's fairly easy to spot them actually. Almost fell. So double jump works really well in this game, but you can also climb. Not climb, but you can get the hugging the wall like that, which is quite cool. Again, that's my favorite move in this game. I haven't played it completely, I only played it like, there we go. First 5 levels probably. Oh yeah, there's another one that drops the orb before he comes, hopefully. There we go. I've got a dash.
Like
Here.
cutting melons.
I didn't need to dash actually because it would have been better if I had saved my dash because I had my orb anyway. And maybe save it for here.
Out of my way.
Dash for this one. Get some money. Oh, I almost didn't see that one. You can use the coins to skip ads after you have died a certain number of times. That was level 2. Third level. Alright, let's talk about the sprites. So we have idle sprites that only this, just this thing. I can in my series of videos that I'm gonna start, I'm gonna talk about how to create all of those sprites. So you get the idle sprites and the running sprite. There's no walk sprites. It's just run. The jump sprite is amazing with those 2 lines. Really cool. And I think it uses the same sprite for the first jump and the second jump. And the attack sprite is fairly simple actually. All that happens is it brings his right arm up and then you get the shuriken moving. The dashing sprite is pretty cool, but I think the animation for that is very simple, so we can have a look at it here. Oh, I hit the wall, which is quite annoying. But I really like that how it follows those 2. That probably is not part of the sprite actually. Those 2 lines. There is a way to access the assets of this game actually. You can download the software. This game was created in Unity. And then you can access the sprites. And the textures as well. Nothing in there. And the parallel background is just one image. They all use the same. Oh, I didn't see that one. Is that my first hit? I think it is. What was I saying? All of this is just one sprite, and they have duplicated that and put it on parallel background that moves independently of one another. And all of these 2D textures are what makes up the level, obviously. And there's a lot of different modular assets. That means they have used the same assets to create multiple levels. Obviously, when you create mobile games, you want to make sure you use as much assets as possible. So you want to keep the file size quite low, and the sprite sizes actually are quite small as well. So all of these are actually just only a couple of them, and then so that's the same one. See, this is the same exact asset reflected on the other side, and the same here. These 2 are exactly the same as that one, and same here. There's only a couple, and then they duplicate it all over the place. Oh, messed it up again. There's nothing on the top. I don't know if it's worth going there. Checkpoint. And that's just like a static assets that they can rotate and animate in Unity. With this one, what you can do, you can just do that. There's light. looking at some of the assets again. Very cool. Right, just to show you guys quickly what I meant with the sprites. So if I were to go to the sprites folder, I have extracted all the sprites that actually this game uses, and also the textures as well. So if I were to have a quick look, this is for all the cutscenes, obviously, that they use the sprites. This is, I believe, it must be for the main character or one of the enemies, but all of this sprite makes up the character, and the character animation is done inside Unity itself. There's so much you can tell about a game if you can access the sprites or how it's made. So again, all of these assets, obviously these are not modular, there's already built, but from all the 30-40 level that this game has, this is all the sprite that it uses. Obviously it keeps using the same one over and over again, but you build each level differently. So let's have a look. There's a lot of platformer ones, different platform, different part of the platform, different assets for the background. Let's have a look. The dragon sprite is in multiple sections, and they put it together so they can be animated. So I'm assuming this could be like a boss at one of the levels. There's more stuff, more GUI elements in here. I think he had a pumpkin level for Halloween, special level as well. Some icons, that's the same exactly icons on the in the game as well, and this is how I actually created my my OBS overlay as well. And again, there is so many different assets that and the background ones is always the same as well. So it's tons and tons and tons of it. A lot of different elements that we actually saw in the first couple of levels as well, and that's just the main screen. And in the 2D textures, you have your tilesets. So this is called the tilesets, where you put everything in one. So you got your sprite sheets, and you got your tilesets, and the tilesets make up the level. So you can use this for a certain level, and then these components will make up the level. You got more sets there. Again, got another tileset here. Cactus sprites. There, that's probably makes up a AI. I think this is the character. This is the main character, I think. So if I were to go back to the game, I think that is all the component that makes up this character. I will go back in a second to show you. And then the shuriken sprite, just one, static obviously. Different elements. The cutscene in the beginning that we saw. It's very cool. I mean, visually it looks really good.
Like cutting melons.
Oh. Oh, I forgot he's jump. Oh. Let's go first. It's far too. It's too far away. I have no idea what that one does actually. Oh my god. Oh, so bad. Right. Let's focus now. Right. Checkpoints. Oh, oh. What is going on? 3 times in this level. I think one more time, then I'm gonna have to watch adverts again, which is super annoying. Oh, I didn't know that they die. So with this one, I need to slide here, and then just keep doing that, and then just go there, grab those. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. But yeah, visually, this game, in my opinion, is stunning. Really cool. If you know any other silhouette game that you play, comment below, let me know. I'm gonna... Oh, I missed that. I'm gonna have a playthrough, maybe upload a video as well. And then we can talk about some of the sprites, some of the stuff that they've done. Oops! See, this is you know, you don't watch an ad, you play. Just pay.
Again.
Oh, I didn't map this. I haven't mapped this, but what you can do, you can use this to hide. And I haven't mapped this button yet, because I don't see myself using it that often. But maybe I should. I'm sure in there more levels ahead I need to... I did click it. The dash. Don't work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh man, that's way too far back. I'm pretty sure I used the dash, but I did use it this time. I need to start the whole level again. But I said I'm gonna leave it here. But as you can see, I'm not really good at playing games. Certain games, real-time strategy games, which I might upload in the next video. But yeah, definitely look forward to creating our own platformer game in the near future, and I'm gonna start creating the sprites very soon, maybe next week, and then we're gonna start putting it together slowly. It's gonna be a big project, and it will be quite a few weeks and quite a few videos, but by the end of it we will have a very cool looking platformer with a silhouette style like this. That's it. Make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.